Telegram, the popular encrypted messaging platform, has recently found itself at the center of international scrutiny, after the arrest of its CEO, Pavel Durov, in France. This high-profile arrest has opened a Pandora's box of issues surrounding the platform's privacy policies, its role in enabling illegal activities, and the growing pressure from governments to regulate such platforms. While Durov's arrest has shocked the tech world, it underscores a deeper conflict between digital privacy and state control, highlighting the complex landscape of modern communication technologies. Pavel Durov, a staunch advocate for digital privacy, has long been a controversial figure. Before creating Telegram, Durov co-founded VKontakte, VK, Russia's largest social media platform, where he built his reputation as a tech maverick. His refusal to comply with Russian government demands to hand over user data led to his eventual exile in 2014, after which he dedicated himself to developing Telegram, a platform where user privacy would be sacrosanct. Durov's vision for Telegram was not just about creating a communication tool, but also about resisting government surveillance, a mission that has attracted both praise and criticism over the years. Since its launch in 2013, Telegram has grown rapidly, attracting millions of users worldwide. By 2024, it boasted over 950 million active users, becoming a vital communication tool for many. Its end-to-end encryption features, which ensure that only the sender and recipient can read messages, made it particularly appealing in regions with repressive governments. Telegram became a safe haven for journalists, activists, and ordinary citizens in countries where freedom of speech was limited. However, these same features have also made it attractive to criminal organizations, terrorists, and extremists, raising alarm among governments and law enforcement agencies. In recent years, Telegram has faced increasing scrutiny for its role in facilitating illegal activities. Its encryption, while a crucial feature for user privacy, has made it difficult for law enforcement agencies to track and prevent crimes such as drug trafficking, terrorism, child exploitation, and money laundering. French authorities, in particular, have accused Telegram of not doing enough to moderate its platform, arguing that its lax approach to content regulation has allowed criminal networks to thrive. The arrest of Pavel Durov in August 2024 was a direct response to these concerns, with French officials claiming that Telegram had failed to cooperate with investigations into illegal activities facilitated through the app. The controversy surrounding Telegram's moderation policies is not unique to France. Around the world, governments are grappling with how to regulate encrypted platforms without infringing on user privacy. In India, for example, Telegram has faced allegations of enabling illegal gambling and extortion, while European nations have expressed concerns about the platform's role in spreading disinformation and coordinating extremist activities. These concerns came to a head during the Russia-Ukraine war, when Telegram became a key platform for both sides to disseminate propaganda and misinformation. The app's unregulated nature allowed graphic and misleading content to proliferate, turning it into a virtual battleground for information warfare. Durov's arrest in France has sparked a wider debate about the role of tech companies in moderating their platforms. Governments, particularly in Europe, are increasingly demanding that platforms like Telegram take greater responsibility for the content shared on their networks. This raises a fundamental question: how far should tech companies go in moderating content without compromising their commitment to privacy? Telegram's response has been to argue that it abides by local laws and is constantly improving its content moderation practices. However, critics claim that these efforts are insufficient, especially when compared to more mainstream platforms like WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, which have implemented stricter content moderation policies. Durov's ideological commitment to privacy is rooted in his own experiences of resisting government overreach. As the founder of VKontakte, he famously refused to hand over user data to the Russian government, a decision that led to his exile and the eventual sale of his stake in VK. With Telegram, Durov sought to create a platform that would be impervious to state interference, a vision that has resonated with millions of users around the world. However, as Telegram has grown, so too has the pressure from governments to regulate it. The tension between Durov's privacy-focused mission and the growing demands for regulation has placed Telegram in a precarious position. France's legal actions against Durov and Telegram are part of a broader trend of governments seeking to curb the power of tech platforms that prioritize privacy over compliance with law enforcement. In particular, French authorities have been aggressive in pushing for regulations that would hold platforms accountable for the content they host. While Telegram has responded by claiming that it cooperates with law enforcement where necessary, French officials argue that more must be done to prevent the platform from being used for illegal activities. Durov's arrest is seen by many as a signal that governments are no longer willing to tolerate platforms that allow criminals to operate with impunity under the guise of privacy. The geopolitical implications of Durov's arrest are also significant. Russia, in particular, has taken an interest in the case, with Russian officials calling Durov's detention politically motivated. This is somewhat ironic given that Russia previously attempted to ban Telegram in 2018, after Durov refused to hand over encryption keys to the Russian Federal Security Service, FSB. The Russian government's renewed interest in Durov's fate suggests that Telegram's role in global communication is seen as strategically important, not only by Western governments but also by authoritarian regimes. Conspiracy theories have also emerged, with some speculating that large tech companies like Google may have a vested interest in the scrutiny Telegram is facing. While there is no direct evidence to support these claims, the competitive nature of the tech industry has led some to believe that Telegram's growing influence in the messaging space has made it a target for larger companies. Telegram's emphasis on privacy and free speech sets it apart from other messaging services, like WhatsApp, which is owned by Meta, formerly Facebook, and Google's own messaging platforms. The idea that Telegram's legal troubles may be driven by competition, rather than purely by security concerns is speculative, but it highlights the complex landscape in which tech companies operate. The future of Telegram is uncertain. While the platform remains incredibly popular, the growing legal challenges it faces could force it to make difficult compromises. Durov's commitment to privacy is unwavering, but the increasing pressure from governments to regulate the platform may force Telegram to reconsider its stance. Whether Telegram will be able to maintain its commitment to privacy, while addressing the legitimate concerns of governments and law enforcement remains to be seen. What is clear, however, is that the outcome of this case will have far-reaching implications for the future of digital privacy and the regulation of tech platforms. In the end, the scrutiny surrounding Telegram is part of a larger global conversation about the role of technology in modern society. As platforms like Telegram continue to grow, the tension between privacy, security, and state control will only intensify. Pavel Durov's arrest may be a turning point in this debate, marking the beginning of a new era, in which tech companies are held to greater account for the content on their platforms. Whether this will lead to a more balanced approach to privacy and regulation, or whether it will erode the very freedoms that platforms like Telegram were designed to protect, remains an open question.